at the store ended up going a little bit longer than I thought it would. And I was like, I really got to go. I got to record a podcast. And they were like, oh, is it a podcast for the store? And I was like, no, no. Do you remember a show in the 90s? And she was like, oh my God, I grew up watching that show. And I was
Who
like,
said
yeah,
that?
the person I was meeting with,
Oh, okay.
the
Uh,
publisher. Her name is Kathleen. She
nice.
publishes games. It's a very nice little worker placement game. Yeah,
All
that
right.
means, I'm guessing that means absolutely nothing to you.
I have no idea what that means at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I have a signing coming up, hopefully, unless it gets canceled, in New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
That's
with
the one.
Phil, right?
Yeah, did anybody call you back about that?
No, but I never expect them to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was looking for a shot of both of us together, me and Phil.
Yeah.
So I actually watched an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Where he got to call you farm boy?
Yeah, now I know where the reference comes from when people say it to me.
Wait, have you gone for years not knowing why people were calling you farm boy?
No, I remembered that it was from Phil,
Okay.
but yeah, no, I hadn't ever really watched it, so
That's fair.
it was
That's fair.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's actually a good show,
I mean, there's a
objectively.
reason it's still being watched and people are, doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah. The kids love it. Their parents still love it.
yeah.
It's wholesome. And like truly wholesome.
It was fun for me because it was everybody, all the guest stars were people I grew up watching. I mean, the one I just saw, looking for Phil and I together, Bryan Cranston was on as I was in a scene with Bryan Cranston. I was like, I was?
I didn't know he
That
was on the
that's
show.
definitely me, and that's definitely him.
Holy crap. Who did he
Very
play?
odd. A lawyer, like the witch lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they had him on a few times.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
if I could have Bryan Cranston on a few times, I would too.
He was very, very good.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Imagine that.
And funny too.
Handy. Well, this is
Handy.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty, yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
How's your week been?
It's been good. I'm working on a friend's house and chopping away at that. So I'm gonna, I threw up a camera and had my buddy Devin come over for a little bit one day, and so
Those clips that you sent me that we're not talking about that don't exist but might exist in the near future.
in the near
Were those
future,
shot in that thing?
yeah, that's the house. That's the one.
Got it. Got
Yeah,
it.
that would you saw just sort of a string out of some of the stuff we did, and yeah, I mean it's not a huge undertaking by any means. It's just me farting around and with my buddy Devin, and then he leaves and I finish the work. But this week I threw up my phone and caught a time lapse of tearing down a large deck,
Oh, wow.
as
Okay.
in porch. You dirty minded. Um,
I didn't go there right away.
no.
I am still feeling wholesome.
I've told 4 people now, and I got the same joke all 4 times. So thought I'd just nip it in the bud.
That's very funny.
Hmm.
That's very funny.
And I didn't use that joke at all. It was very clean.
As
But
one might expect.
I know my audience.
Yes.
I know my audience.
Yes. That is important. That is
Mhm.
important. Well, that'll keep you busy. It's been kind of
Yeah, I mean,
crazy
it's
hot up here.
it's a teardown that I'm
Yeah.
working on. It's like it should be torn down and a new house built in its place. But
Oh, really? Is it that
yeah, it
much?
was
I thought you really just had to like
it was built in
take
1905 and had last been remodeled in the early 90s.
wow.
So yeah, and it hadn't been remodeled much since prior to that. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's crazy. The oldest house I've ever lived in was one built in the 20s, and that was back in Fullerton, California.
Nice.
But the woman who owned that house took care of it like It was well taken care
It's
of.
like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that was neat and all, but Renee and I felt like we couldn't actually do anything to it because it was like, oh my God,
Yeah,
this place is pristine. I
yeah.
don't I don't want to put anything permanent on the walls. Here's our furniture. Here's our stuff. Okay, here we go.
Well, I
Um,
once owned a house that was built in 33. I once owned a house. Wow, that's a strange sentence to hear come out of my mouth. Yeah, I once owned a house. Only house I ever owned. It was built in 33. So there, I was trying to get it back to the original, but then I also, wanted the things that I wanted in there too. So
yeah,
I ended up like 10 years later looking at it going, why the hell did I do this or that or the other thing? Some of the things turned out really nice. Like, back in the 30s, all the rooms were real
small.
small. I didn't do any major, knocking out of any walls or anything, but there was actually a swinging door between the dining room and the kitchen, which made
Oh,
the kitchen cut in half. So I actually closed that wall off and made a galley kitchen. So it was
oh,
just, there's like
okay.
you can walk out on either end of it, and it didn't have this swinging door in the middle anymore. And instead, I did like a what they call a cutout. So I just
Yeah,
like a pass through, which was literally you're just handing out plates. Then it's like felt like I
like
was
a
running
diner.
a food truck out of my
Yeah.
own house. hmm and then there were two closets that were backed into each other. And so to even out that flow, I knocked those out. And so then it just made a hallway out of those two closets.
Nice.
And now we're getting way too deep into the construction stuff. So many people have fallen asleep.
I disagree. I disagree. A lot of people aren't listening to us for
And
any other reason
when
than
I
to
say
escape.
I mean I did it myself with my own two handy hands.
Nate
I'm tired.
Richard, he's a handyman, a
It's
handyman.
100 degrees here. I don't know how it is for you.
I was gonna ask how bad it was heat wise because we've got a heat wave going on right now, but and it was like actually hot. Like we were
Yeah.
over 100, and it's calmed down quite a bit this last week. We're just in like the high 80s, but it's so muggy. It's all the worst parts of Florida showed up, and just well, not all the worst parts. The worst parts of well, I can't even say the worst parts of Florida weather.
Well, the
Mediocre
Gators
Florida
aren't
showed
there.
up. Yeah,
hmm
and there's no hurricanes or anything,
No
but like
alligators or hurricanes
it's a mediocre
or
Florida.
Floridians.
Well, I wasn't gonna say
Sorry.
it, but yeah,
It's
it's
just a
true.
joke. It's
It's
just a joke.
it's
It's just a joke.
Florida man does whatever a Florida man can. Um, but so it's been muggy.
Anything goes in Florida. Do you know that one
I
from Big
don't.
Mouth?
Who is it?
Big Mouth, the show Big Mouth, the animated
Oh,
series.
oh, I do know the show, but Renee and I haven't watched it since season two.
Oh, I envy you.
Yeah, why?
Because there's just so much more to life now for you.
Oh, I mean, I do get to catch up. But, oh, okay, so for those who don't know, I am a partner at Board Bard Games in beautiful downtown Montevilla in Portland, Oregon. And we're a game store, in case you weren't sure from the name, Board Bard Games. But we just started our winter hours, so we don't open till 2 in the afternoon.
Mm.
So all of a sudden, I have gotten so much of my morning back. And that means that I'm starting to catch up on television and film that I have ignored for the past 6 months.
Okay.
And it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice. I've even been doing little reviews on my Instagrammies
Very
so
nice.
that people can hear about the things that I like or don't like. So far, I've liked everything though.
Right on.
Yeah. And we're getting into spooky season, which at the time of recording is the beginning of September. By the time of release, might be Christmas. But uh, but yeah, so I've also been starting to watch my scary movies again, which is what I like to do every fall, is just watch scary movies.
Okay. What's your
Yeah.
favorite?
Well, see, that's a trick question, Nate, because we
Hmm.
gotta we gotta look at different genres. My absolute favorite is the original Exorcist. It's actually
Oh,
one of the movies that I I just really appreciate the construction
Yeah.
of that movie.
Yep.
Sound design is so tight. The
Yep.
way it was shot is so good. Like I
It's a good one if you don't have, like myself, you don't have surround sound or anything like that. It's a good movie to wear headphones.
yes, 100%. 100%. I
Makes all the
really
difference.
and it's also like it's a movie that terrified me. And
Yeah.
I still find scary, but like
When we were
terrified
kids,
me.
absolutely.
Even into my 20s. Renee has a very funny story about how I put it on when we were first dating, back when we
Uh-huh.
were in our like 21. And I put it on and it terrified me so bad in like the first 15 minutes that I ran out of the room and I was like, I just can't. And she was just like sitting there in the living room, just like, I guess I'm here with a scary movie. And Arlo says,
Arlo says hello.
Arlo, and he's actually showing up on the mic. So The Exorcist is my favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's where we
Yeah.
were.
The Exorcist is my favorite, like, actual movie. But I'm also a big fan of, like, cheesy, horrible, scary movies. So the Friday the 13th series, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Nice.
Jason Voorhees and his mom all the way. And, like, really bad movies, like the ones that are direct to video, shot on video, 480p. Like, I really appreciate a bad movie.
Yeah.
And so I'll dig pretty deep in the archives. But you know, there's a lot in between. So Hell House LLC is a good time. But then I could also watch Clown in a Cornfield or whatever.
Clown in a Cornfield. I haven't
That's a
seen
new
that
one on Shudder.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
watched it yet.
All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense that I don't know it then. I don't know anything new.
And Clown in a Cornfield is and I could be wrong, and if I am, correct me in the comments or don't. But
As always, we won't be reading them. So.
yeah, exactly. But it's the clown mascot for something,
Mhm.
and it wants revenge. And I don't know what it wants revenge for, but it kills a bunch of teens to get it. But
I
then,
was
you know,
I was in a pretty bad horror flick. Have you seen what was it called? Pinata Survival Island.
what?
Yes.
How am I just finding out about this now? What?
Yep. It was so bad.
Oh my God.
Turner Movie Classics started playing it during Halloween.
You and Nicholas Brendan
Yes.
and Jamie
Of
Presley.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Jamie Presley.
Laura Boyd Rhodes. Oh my God.
Yes.
Dude.
Do you want me to give you the
Casey-
spoiler, or are you going to watch it?
I am going to watch it, but you can't.
I'm not going
ruin
to tell
this
you
for
anything.
me.
I'm not
Tell
going
me
to. No,
everything.
no spoilers then.
Timothy Leary was in this movie.
What? No.
That's what it says.
Timothy Leary, like the Timothy Leary?
Like D. Timothy Leary. It is apparently also known as Demon Island.
Yes. I think they were playing around with names for it well into the time it was in the discount bin at Blockbuster.
That tends to happen quite a bit.
Yeah. Does it?
Especially with horror movies. They get renamed for different what's it called?
Reasons?
Different markets. Markets is what I was looking for. They get renamed for different markets. But wow, that's amazing. Where can I watch it though?
Yeah, Turner Movie Classics used to play it every Halloween in the early 2000s, and I just couldn't believe it.
I have good news. Demon Island, aka Survival Island, is available for free on YouTube.
I'll be gall darned.
Wait, this is the actual Jamie Presley, Nicholas Brendan,
Yeah.
and it's in HD. Got the 1080p. Homie, it's up.
You have a new Halloween favorite.
Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? I'm disappointed though. I'm disappointed because they did not list you in the doobly doo.
Well, that time has passed.
Yeah. They only
Uh,
named Jamie Presley, Nicholas Brendan, and
I was
Eugene
named at the
Burge.
time. I was
Yeah. Oh,
named at
this
the
is
time.
this is on the the RIP site that is hosting the movie.
Eugene's
Wow,
been in a lot of stuff too.
this is amazing.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. I mean, all topics included.
Oh my goodness gracious!
What was
It is a
Eugene in?
pinata,
Yeah.
and it's like an evil pinata. It's still
It
obviously an evil pinata.
it is
Oh,
also
can we
out.
watch this
It is
together
it
and
is
do a
also
thing?
out for revenge. Yeah, you want to do that? We can do that.
Yes. Oh God, we have to do.
It's-
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live as a thing. Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, you show me how to do that, and
I will, dude.
and we can do that.
I can do it. I already have it set up. I already know how to do it. We got it. We got it. Good. Yeah. And I'm gonna start telling people we're gonna do it. We've got to. Oh my God, we've got to do this for Halloween at some point in October. Editor Curtis here, and I completely and totally forgot that we talked about watching Pinata Island. It is now April as I am cutting this together, and so we're not going to do it right now, but I think we're going to make a group watch of Pinata Island, something that we're going to do with our BTS and VIP Patreon supporters in October. So you have until then to sign up, and then we'll do the live watch together of Pinata Island. Do you do Halloween?
Hey, you got a mason jar as well. Today's heat wave is brought to you by
Mason
Ball Mason Jars.
Mine is plastic. This was actually a gift from Renee's brother. He has an identical mug. It also has a lid with a straw in it. But since I just, especially at the time, my workstation was just here, so so I just drank out of it. But yeah.
I like that yours has a handle. I'd like.
Oh
a
yeah,
handle on
no,
mine.
this is dope. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got just a little bit of space between like where the liquid is and the outside of the thing, so it doesn't heat up. Things stay cold.
A little bit of
Nice.
insulation happening.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Mhm. Now, if you filled that cavity with some argon gas,
What?
you'd get a better rating on the heat transfer.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that. Got to put a hole in it to do the thing.
We're losing attention by the second.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is going to edit together brilliantly.
They put argon glass between. I don't know if they still do, but at one point that's what they insulated windows with.
With the double pane,
there's
right?
in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and
Yeah. Yeah,
and it also makes a good sound insulator.
which is why that double pane ends up being so good. Yeah, because you
Mhm.
need something that won't let the waves go through.
Yeah,
Because that's science.
that is for you.
Yep.
Science for you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. I also saw Paul Feig on the show, Mr. Poole. Speaking of science,
Yes.
a very very young Paul Feig.
Right.
was-
Still wearing suits though.
Yeah,
Just,
I mean,
just not the ones he picked out.
yeah, very muted
Yeah.
compared to Paul's taste for sure. Yeah, it is objectively a good show.
And it is fun to go back and watch those old episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't watch
I
many,
mean,
but
I hadn't known that until today.
Nice. And did you just grab a screen capture to turn into the thing to give out?
That's what I'm looking for, a screen capture of Phil and I, so that when we go do these autograph signings, he and I both have a photo that people can sign that we're both in.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Because we're both doing the thing.
In Jersey.
Yes. If it happens. I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
That's fair. I mean,
But-
but they're already doing ads for this, yeah?
I believe so, yeah.
What is
I mean,
it?
well, by the time this airs,
It'll probably be done.
It's
or
it
not. I
or
don't
it didn't
know.
happen. Yeah, by the time this airs, it didn't happen.
I've actually been putting things together, and this might be the last one that we do before something is up in the world.
You think?
It might be. It might be. If it's not, it's definitely one of the last ones that we're going to be talking about when this finally releases. Editor Curtis here again. That boy was on drugs. It is well past that. This was recorded in uh, in late August 2025, and it is now April 2026. Drugs.
So if you're seeing this, you were wise enough to wear your gas mask. You didn't step outside. Is this apocalyptic? Is that what you're talking about? Something's gonna
No,
happen?
no, I'm
Oh,
just
oh,
like just getting it out to the people.
oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Wow. It's I've got to
I
get
mean, you're in a dark place
I
today.
I got to get in the DeLorean just to figure out what you're talking about. Now I get it. Now I understand where you're going now. Uh,
We'll actually release the podcast.
you said something big was going to happen.
Well,
By
I
the
feel like
time
this is going to be
I
big.
thought you meant by the time people are watching, this may be our last one before something big happens. Sounded like the end of the world's coming, and this is it. We're done. This is our final episode. We're all dead.
I'm gonna dial it back. I'm gonna rewind to see if that's what I actually
Rewind. I swear that's what you said.
said.
Well, now I hope it's not what you said.
Well, me too. Me too. Otherwise, we've been doing a lot of recording just to hang out, and I don't mind that. I like the hanging out, but like, good grief.
Wait, we're back to horror flicks,
Well,
right?
yeah, I was gonna ask if you do anything for Halloween. I don't know if you or Natanya or the two of you are doing anything for Halloween. I mean, this is kind of the
No.
first one y'all are spending. Together,
It's
yeah?
it's her favorite holiday, so I'm gonna let her lead.
Word.
It's today is what, September 3rd, the time that
As
we're
of
recording
day
this?
of recording is September 3rd. That's correct.
Yeah, so we've already started decorating.
Yeah.
I mean, started very minimally, started gathering things, and yeah,
Yes, the gathering. Yeah.
it's happening soon.
Is she a Home Goods Halloween or is she a?
Oh, she's everything Halloween.
Okay.
She's Home Depot Halloween. She's Home Goods
Oh,
Halloween.
snap. So
She's out in the alley
hardcore.
somewhere, pick it up with your truck Halloween, like
Gotcha.
find it in the alley, wherever it is. If it's Halloweeny, she'll grab it up.
Nice.
So I don't know. I don't know how she is with the movies though.
I always get the feeling that your taste is better than mine when it comes to film.
My favorite horror flick is Evil Dead, hands
Oh,
down.
I mean, good choice.
Hands down.
Yeah.
But it's got comedy in it. I love a horror movie that isn't too serious with itself. It's got because life isn't that serious. Like, it's like you're running and you're being chased by a guy with a knife, and you run and you trip over a stuffed animal. You're gonna laugh at that in the moment, or at least the audience is. But weird shit. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be so. It doesn't have to take itself so seriously that every little beat is so dramatic and this and that, And then when they have a scene where they're jovial, it's so contrived, and I just can't get into it if it's that.
I
I don't know,
completely hear
that
what you're
serious.
saying.
I need some humor in it. And Evil Dead, it goes a little too far into the humor side, but they're bound by the limits of the technology at the time, and the special effects and the makeup and
It
everything,
still
which was
legitimately has some
awesome.
solid scares, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But the comedy of, him having to cut his own hand off, and it's smash, his hand smashing dishes over his head, so he has to. that just kills me every time. So that's a movie I watch every Halloween. And
Yeah.
when I was a kid, Friday, yeah, it was Friday the 13th that scared me the most. I had to come home from the sleepover and, and sleep in my parents' bed. I was
Nice.
so scared. I also think I was coming down with the flu or something too at the time, so it just had this deep impact on me that that and then I got to meet him one time. Robert Englund was
Oh, for Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah. What
Yeah.
did I say? Did
You
I
said
say
Friday
Nightmare?
the 13th.
I said Friday the 13th. I meant Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm telling you, this heat is just killing
It
me.
kills you. It
My
kills you.
brain is just like stew at this
Yeah.
point. Um, yeah. So I
Well,
was
Didn't you do a movie with Robert Englund?
no, no, I wish.
Okay.
Um,
Never mind.
I was doing
Are we sure? Should
my
we
my
check your
first pilot.
IMDb?
Yeah, maybe. we're also getting older. We forget interesting things.
Honest to God, I
But I got
forgot a
to
show that I did too.
really.
And I can't even remember which one it was now. But Renee was like, and you were in the show. And I was like, what? She was like, you were in this show.
Yeah.
You were in it. And I was like, I was in it. Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I did a ton of commercials, and that my mother will tell me, "Oh, you did this commercial." And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then I'll see it'll show up online or something like Legos or whatever it was, and I only remember doing like four or five, and it was
Turns out.
closer to 50.
Nice.
I don't remember this at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Robert Englund.
yeah.
I was shooting up a pilot. This was before Sabrina. I was at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel is where they put me up, which is a
That's
part of a longer story for another
yeah.
time. If I maybe we've talked about it already. I don't know. Read my book. uh, so I was shooting this pilot, and he was waiting for his car to pick him up. I was waiting for my car to pick me up, and I was just kind of like looking, trying not to stare, and then his car showed up, and I just said, "Hey, I just really wanted to say that when I was a kid, you really scared the shit out of me. I had to sleep in my parents' bed and go home from the sleepover, and he reached out to shake my hand, and he grabbed my hand and he squeezed it really hard. And he went, "Thank you very much." Goosebumps up my arm.
That's awesome.
And so I had to go home and sleep in my parents' bed that night.
That's awesome. That's great.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
That
see,
my first year in Hollywood was so action packed, full of wacky shit.
these poor kids nowadays that all of them, but especially people that are in the industry, like all of your stupid hijinks are now part of the
Yeah.
public record. And
Yeah, and
that's
then
rough.
yeah, it is rough. It's really rough. It's not fair. I mean, especially child actors,
Yeah.
becoming teenagers and then adults, and they're in that awkward phase of life where you are experimenting and doing stupid shit, and then to have all of that just visible to everyone forever on the internet,
And
it's
and sometimes it's your own damn fault. And you feel like it's a good idea, you know?
sure.
And
And if things are really terrible, then yeah, you should be held accountable for your
well,
actions.
of course, but
But
I'm assuming low stakes, like just dumb
right,
stuff.
but just dumb kid stuff being, embarrassing you permanently for, and such high publicity. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did all our stupid shit when nothing was, nothing
Perfect.
like that was permanent. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
I mean, I was already a shy enough kid, it took a lot for me to get out of my shell. And, when you're like that, you leave the shell a little too far sometimes, you go a little too far from the shell.
Yeah.
And so to have something like, and then back to your shell again, like, oh, that was stupid. And you have that embarrassment for a time.
Well, and the
But to
anxiety
have that
then,
out there forever, oh my God.
yeah, and then that anxiety just follows you and
Hmm.
keeps you from
Growing.
doing other stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's rough.
Yeah.
That's real rough.
Yeah. Yeah. We had it pretty easy.
Yeah, it was a golden time, and I don't want to say it was better because there were definitely, as documentaries have shown, there were definitely some things that could have used a little sunlight, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but but for you and me,
Yeah.
for you and me,
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
mostly, yeah,
there's things that I'm sure both of us had been through at that time that had they been public, we probably would have had some lawsuits give us a little money in our pockets, you know,
that's
if you
that's
think
very
about it that
true.
way.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah,
it,
like you said, some things could have used some sunlight, but
yeah, yeah.
um,
Well,
and when you're a kid, a lot of times you don't even process all that. And even as you get older, you laugh at things, and then you go, "Oh, you're laughing about it now," but it's probably child abuse.
well, there's that meme, right? Especially for Gen X kids like us, where it's like, I told my therapist something that I thought was hysterical and
Yeah.
relatable, and they said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Right.
And yeah, so yeah, uh, yeah, I, I, I feel very fortunate that my parents shielded me from a lot of stuff because
Hmm.
I didn't find out until I was an adult that I had a stalker,
Oh,
an
okay.
adult stalker who apparently sent me mail a couple times that
Right.
had to be that yeah. So yeah, not like huge stalking, but like it was creepy.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
Um,
And I'm really glad that I didn't know about it at the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would
I
have been like,
actually had a piece of mail. All my fan mail when I was younger got filtered through my manager at the time.
that's good.
And when the show started, she received a piece of mail from somebody telling me when and exactly the date and time I was going to die. And I guess it was sort of a threatening letter. And she did not tell me about that one until
That
the date had passed.
that is good. That is good. Wouldn't she have been embarrassed though
Yeah.
if it had come to pass?
Yeah, she might have burned that letter.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stuff happened to us that I don't want to I don't want to go. I'll save most of it for my therapist, but I will say that when I was a kid, I got kissed on the lips by women that were much, much, much older,
And it was
as a hello and goodbye, but you know,
yeah,
under
no,
the guise of a hello and goodbye, I should say. But yeah, it was not necessary
you know,
at especially at that age.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. 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 There are and especially back in the 90s, people would have thought you were crazy if you had brought it up as a problem.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
these women were, you know, in power or in a position higher than mine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yep,
could
fun times.
we could thank Justin Bieber for helping to ra raise the awareness of it kind of goes both ways. Yes,
What do
yes,
you
men
mean?
can
What
be
do you mean?
creepy. He got forcibly kissed on the lips by someone at a Kids Choice Awards. I don't remember, but
Hmm.
it was so apparent that he was extraordinarily uncomfortable in the moment that
Hmm.
it became this big conversation point. And at the time, there were a lot of men that were like, "What are you worried about? She's gorgeous. You're so lucky."
Hmm.
Da, da, da. But at the same time, it actually raised the conversation of like, oh, this actually isn't okay. And then it brought up the Holly Berry and what's his name at the Oscars when he kissed her after he won, and then Adrian Brody, and then some guy tried to do it to Adrian Brody the next year.
Was
To
it
be,
was it Jim Carrey that did that?
I think so. I think so, but I don't
Was it?
remember.
I don't think it was. Was it Adrian Brody though, or was
Well, Adrian,
this may have happened? This may have happened more than once on a stage somewhere, because I think we're both. I mean, we're on the right track, but I think they're two different stories. I think there's one that happened where Jim Carrey went and kissed the guy to kind of put a light on what happened
yes,
just prior to that. And it
yes,
was on stage at an awards show.
yes.
It's singed into my memory, but only fragmentally.
Yeah, but anyway, so yes, it was one of those. It is a different conversation now than it was before.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And back in the 90s, it was, I remember crew members talking about, um, there was a famous comedian whose name I do not, Brett Butler. It was Brett Butler.
Mm.
And she had her show on the thing.
Yeah. I
And
vaguely remember that.
the show was a hit, but
Hmm.
the backstage stories started to come out. And I remember, I don't remember if it was on our show or if it was on Third Rock from the Sun, but some other crew members had changed shows
Mm.
because they were tired of the behavior.
Mm.
But, and this is according to what I heard from those people,
Hmm.
apparently she was overly familiar and inappropriately dressed around her younger male cast members all the time. And it was uncomfortable enough for people to want to leave the show.
Wow.
But because the show was a hit, it never went anywhere.
Right.
And then all of a sudden that show got canceled.
Okay.
So, yeah, so like it's kind of funny how this conversation exists in, it's not funny. It's this conversation that's always been there. It's this open secret that people can get away with stuff as long as a show is working, or as
Right.
long as you're successful and people are making a tremendous amount of money off of you,
Hmm.
and capitalism wins. But as soon as that tap runs dry, or there's enough of a skip in the giblet, then everything will come down on you and just shut it down.
Right.
Just shut it down.
Yeah.
Because morality follows profits. So it's
Yeah. Yeah. Sad but true.
yeah. And I don't know how we got there from here. Apparently, we're just talking scary stories today.
That
Whether it
is,
be
I mean,
horror
that
movies.
this has been a scary
It
story,
has indeed.
uh,
It has indeed.
with very minute details
Yeah. I was yeah,
to
yeah.
protect the guilty and the innocent, I guess.
No kidding, right?
Um,
No kidding.
I was just telling somebody about the time I got hit by a car and then I broke two teeth and my appendix ruptured the next day.
Oh,
And I was laughing about it as I was telling the story, and they're like, "What the fuck happened? Seriously? Like, I can't. Are you joking? Did that really happen?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm just laughing it off. Yeah, almost died. You know how it goes.
yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
You gotta laugh, otherwise you just cry.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Smile through the pain. Smile through the tears, brother.
This is why therapy is important. This is,
Well, that's, I mean, comedy is therapy. I think that's why, maybe that's why I like a little laughter in my horror, is that,
right?
is
Right?
that I need it to survive through it.
Have you actually, speaking of comedy horror, have you seen Behind the Mask with Leslie Vernon?
No, I don't think so.
It is a mockumentary about a slasher killer and his adventures going around trying to kill people.
It's a documentary about a serial
It's,
killer,
well,
but
it's fictional.
it's about
It's a
it's a
mockumentary.
documentary about it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
That
a
reminds me of, did you ever see Man Bites Dog?
No.
Let me look that up real quick.
Wait a second. Okay. Yeah.
Man Bites Dog 1992 film. It's a mockumentary that follows a serial killer on the hunt in multiple cities in Belgium.
Oh, actually, no. I have seen this.
Yeah,
The
that
first
was
movie.
I
Yes.
I bought it with my allowance on VHS when
I saw
when
it
I
on
was a
VHS
teenager,
too.
when I was a young, I think 13, something like
Yeah.
that. Back, back when you would go to the foreign film section to
Hmm.
hunt out something that you
See,
hadn't
this is
seen
why I say your
before.
tastes are better than me because you were looking for 16 millimeter foreign films when you were a teenager. I only watched this in college
I had a group
because
of
of my
friends
film
that were
school.
like-minded that
Yeah.
that's what we would do is we would get one of those and yeah, and roll our seedy dirtweed joints uh, and watch some foreign film. Yeah, it was real highbrow.
Nice. Good job. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the movie you're talking about is called what again? I'm gonna watch it.
Behind the Mask,
Behind the Mask.
The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Yeah, I got it all right. And so he wears a mask that is reminiscent of Jason Voorhees, but it's not a hockey mask. It's like it just covers his face.
Gotcha.
And it's a pretty cool movie. Worth a watch, worth a watch. And people have been begging for a sequel for
Hmm.
decades. It came out in 2006.
2006. Yeah, I just looked it up myself. I just saved pages open for stuff I'm going to do later. So there's about 67 pages of, of Google searches
You and
on
Renee
my
do the
phone right
same
now.
thing. Actually, that might be what's slowing down your computer
That's
because God
no, that's on
knows.
my phone. That's
Oh,
when my
okay.
phone doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, because Renee will have like 700 tabs open
Hmm.
and just be like, oh my God. Of
Yeah.
course everything's running slow.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good grief.
When I went on Melissa's podcast that she had, What Women Binge, I think it was
Yeah.
What Women
Yeah.
Binge. That's like a super pet peeve of Melissa's. I found out
Is
is
open tabs?
open tabs, unanswered email or unchecked email or email just left in there that you should have deleted.
Oh.
So I really freaked her out with this because my my mail here, if you look, it says
Holy dude. Dude. That's a lot.
I put the star next to the important stuff and I just leave the rest.
Okay. Okay. Is it a bunch of spam? Is it just bad email?
No, my phone's I got Gmail. It's pretty good at blocking the spam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but is it just things you don't want as I
Yeah,
spit all over the
things
place?
I might want later. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a hoarder. I just don't throw anything away.
Oh my God. Okay. Uh, even email. Is it like
No,
just
no,
homework?
my house is very my it's very
Yeah, I
clean.
can speak from
You
experience,
you've
not a
been
hoarder.
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You've been
yeah,
here, you know.
yeah. And there are some wonderful things that Natanya has added to the walls. Um,
Absolutely. Oh yeah, we've gone nuts in here. It's
yeah, there is some
completely
wonderful art.
yeah. I'm a minimalist. I like clean white open spaces and she likes what do you call it? A home. And I don't. That's just it's not my vibe. I do enjoy it, but if it were up to me, just blank slate
Yeah.
always.
Well, I share both things with you. I don't like to have too much, but I do like a solid gallery wall in a couple spaces. And there are certain things that I
That's what we've been working on
collected.
recently is a
Yeah.
gallery wall. And I have a projector that worked great when we had this big white wall, and it just hit me as I was putting the last nail in. I was like, oh shit, no more movies. We can't. We just put up 54 things on this wall that now we would have to take off
Wait,
one by one if
wasn't
we
that your
wanted to watch
self-tape
a
wall
movie.
too?
Well, we did leave an open section with just one thing hanging that's very lightweight and easy to take off
Got it.
for the self-tape wall.
Got
Yeah.
it. got it. Yeah,
And
dude.
we've already talked about the self-tape wall. I don't think anybody needs. I think pretty much everybody knows what that is now. Even if you're a non-actor, I think you know what a
Oh,
self-tape wall is at this point.
honest to God, if you don't, just ask in the comments because I'll respond individually to each of you. But like auditions or self tapes now. You do it at home.
You do it at home.
Oh my God. Renee and I have an audition for an actual union Class A commercial.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think they did those
I didn't
anymore.
think so either. And it just came through today. And I was like, oh my God. Because she sent it to me and she was like, hey, did you get this? It has your name on it. And I was like, and I didn't think much of it because
They're all
commercials,
non-union
yeah,
now.
they're all non-union. I don't usually do them. I usually have to say no. And I was going through it and I was like, Renee, this is a Class A. And she was like, huh? And I was like, it's a real commercial. It's a real commercial. It's like the old days. Oh my God. And it's so out of vogue to do one like this.
Yeah.
The casting director sent a breakdown explaining how it works. Because people haven't seen them for so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And I was
crazy.
like, oh my God, I haven't seen this contract literally in a decade. Literally in a decade. And so I'll tell you what, it's going to be one of my best auditions I've done in a while. That's
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
damn Skippy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, is it the one that I take to class for audition training? At which,
Right?
not really. It's not a script. But yeah, it's like I really want to do well on this one. Let's get
It
it.
says a lot when they had to explain what it is to you. That's
Yeah. And for those of you out there in the world, a Class A commercial is how actors like Nate and I used to make money between doing television shows. Um, it's the highest caliber network broadcast commercial option available. And it means that not only do you get paid for the day that you work, but you also get paid an individual amount every time it airs on television.
you
And
got
that amount
residuals.
goes down
Mhm.
um, over the number of times that it goes,
Mhm.
but it's bracketed. So, and the current model is it's like $700 per showing for like the first 10. So you're going to make $7,000 the first 10 times it shows. Then it drops down pretty significantly down to like 500. So what used to happen, and commercials are run in 13-week cycles. So those residuals would basically pay your bills and your mortgage and everything you were doing
Yep.
between doing bigger theatrical things like a television episode or a movie or whatever.
You could actually earn a living
100%.
as a commercial actor.
And all you'd have to do is work 4 times a year, and that commercial and those commercials would carry you through. Even if so, but things have changed. Money doesn't pay the way it used to. And so where you used to be able to make $40,000 to $100,000 on a single commercial over a year, now most commercials only run for a 13-week cycle. So you're going to get 3 months, 4 months, maybe.
Mhm.
And in that time, you will probably make about $10,000 to $12,000. Now that's nothing to shake a stick at. That is a hearty amount of money.
Yeah.
However, the way it pays out, and because of the amounts of the checks when you receive them, the amount of taxes that are taken out of that bulk sum, because it is a large amount all at once,
Mhm.
are drastic. You're paying out at a much higher tax rate. And if
Yep.
you want to know about tax rates, I am not educating you about that. We do not have that kind of time. But you're paying out at a much higher tax rate on that check. So it's not really 12K. It's probably about 6K. And then you got to pay out your people based on the gross.
Yep.
So you're maybe making 3.5, 4K when all is said and done.
Mhm.
And that's it on top
Mhm.
of whatever your session was, which will probably be about between 1,500 and 2,500.
That's
So
that's a lot less than 50 to
a lot,
100K.
yeah, Yeah, yeah,
being taxed at a much lower rate
yeah.
because they're in smaller increments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but still, I am very excited about even the prospect of a Class A network commercial
It's like
being
I
shot.
mean it's like getting a lottery ticket.
For real. For
You got
real.
to but you got a shot. It's not like a single lottery ticket. It's like getting a stack of lottery tickets all at
Yeah.
once.
No, you get to hedge your bets a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the casting director who's it's shooting up here, so we get to stay up
Oh
here.
wow.
And the casting director is a really good casting director, a big fan. He's also a gamer, which, I just appreciate on a different level. In
How do
his
you know that?
office,
How did you know that? Oh, just
because
from
I've just run into him around town, and
okay,
in
okay.
his casting office, he actually has the maps for his D&D game on the wall because he runs a session with his people,
Hmm.
and it's kind of neat to like see the breakdown of how they've gotten through. And so I've been they haven't been doing many in-person auditions, but the last in-person audition I did, he had like it was set up. It was cool. Like for people who understand D&D, he had a full battle grid on the wall, like 6 by 6. It was enormous.
What about
Um,
for people who don't understand?
so
What do you say to
sometimes
them?
when you play the D&D, you play on a map that you put on the table, and it's a
Okay.
flat map, and it has 1 inch squares so that you can move your miniature where it needs to go. But you
Like a board
draw
game?
kind of sorta. It's mostly so
Right.
you can figure out your tactics when you get into combat,
Okay.
but you draw on the map so that you know what's represented. You know where walls are, you know where stairs are, stuff like that.
Okay.
So because the map is always inch wide squares, but you could put whatever you want on it. And so some of
I think we could do an entire episode of you teaching me how to play it.
oh my God,
That might be fun.
we could do that. Nate, you might actually really enjoy D&D. That might be hazardous to your health.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, only because you might like really get into it, and then we'll have to form a group, and then it'll be a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, seeing oh, I probably shouldn't mention his name. Seeing his uh like map on the wall, I was like, that's impressive, bruh. And he was like, yeah, no, they're taking their time getting through here. So yeah, it's good times. Good
Nice.
times. Yeah.
Let's get a yeah, I mean, get whatever connection going you can. Because
Right.
if it was me walking in there, I'd be like, oh, you have shoes, I have shoes. And then after, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have anything to connect with them on, you know?
It really helps that when we moved up here, I really felt the stakes of like the job drop
Hmm.
because being outside of the LA market changed my entire perspective. And you know how how LA just kind of has an ambient sense of desperation that's just kind of always there,
What do you mean? What do you mean by that,
like
Curtis?
hubris and
What are you
desperation.
saying? I don't understand what.
It's
But
just
I could work here though, right? I
right.
mean,
I mean,
I don't need to. Do I need to? I don't need to move. I could get work here, right?
sure,
Right? I
sure. That's
could,
what I
right?
thought for a very long time,
Oh.
and it kept us from being able to buy a house up here because I was like, I'm gonna hang on, and then I
Hmm.
got one more job, and it was so hard. It was so
Hmm.
hard to get that last co-star that I did before I left,
Yeah.
and Nate, the first thing that happened when we moved up here, I literally had to fly back for a producer session like the week after we moved. I literally had to fly back. And then I had to fly back to shoot a movie. And like I started working more immediately as soon as I got up here. It was insane. And part of it is just because I didn't have the the desperate need. Like it wasn't like I was not as reliant on the job, and I think that's a big part of it was I
Mhm.
wasn't like, oh God, if I don't get this, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Like credit card payments do
Yeah.
not get made.
I mean, just cost of living in general is bad, but
Yeah,
being here, it's yeah. It's
yeah.
like being on when things are good, you have this massive iceberg you're on,
Hmm.
and then
It just
in the thin months, it just starts to shrink on you, and
yeah.
yeah, you're just yeah. I feel like I'm just balanced on an ice cube at this point.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
And then
And
something will happen, and then it's four ice cubes,
exactly.
and then something. Yeah.
But all the other ice got paid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To really mess up the metaphor, all the other ice got paid, and I still got 4 cubes.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
but because I was doing like consulting work and I had different jobs up here in the first place, and I was an executive then for the toy company, so
Mm.
like I was still doing my producer job, but I got to do it with the security of a regular paycheck. So it meant
Takes the
that
pressure off.
it really does. So when
You
I
get to
met
have
with
fun doing what you love to do rather
yeah,
than stressing and taking the fun away. Yeah.
well, it also means that I can approach the relationships of meeting people up here in a very different way
Yeah.
because it's no longer like, how can you help me work? Now
Hmm.
it's, oh, we are both in the same industry. Let's talk shop.
Let's
Because
talk shop and have
finding
some
somebody
fun.
who you could talk shop with, like for real,
Mhm.
that's a worthy thing. Like, um, my buddy and fellow actor Dempsey Papillon, who I think you've met Dempsey by now, right?
I don't think so. I think I would remember
We
that
need to
name.
fix that. We need to fix that. Dempsey, you would love Dempsey. Dempsey is a fantastic human being, a
Nice.
very talented actor, and just one of our favorite people.
And he's
And
here with me, or
he's
he's up there
here.
with
Well,
you?
he's in
Oh,
Orange County. He lives in Huntington Beach.
okay. Okay.
But he and I did a commercial with Destiny's Child together back in the day for 1-800-CALL-ATT, back when collect calls were the thing. It's still available on the U of Tubes. Check out the doobly doo for a link.
Oh
Um,
man. Do you remember
but
calling cards and just spending like a half an hour hitting all the numbers
uh-huh,
before you could finally, try to remember who it was you were trying to call in the
in
first
the
place?
first place.
Yeah.
But he and I connected just because we were two Orange County kids who could talk shop together, um, and not have to go to town to do it.
Right.
Like we were just present and available. We also have a deep appreciation for sushi that we share. But yeah, so like being able to find somebody you could talk shop with, especially out of market, is
Mhm.
is just a really neat thing to be able to connect on. And then have to be
Absolutely.
like, oh, and you're casting that thing. I auditioned for that thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a much more laid back, relaxing experience that you're going through.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Don't get me wrong though. I'd much rather be on television.
Oh yeah, of
Um,
course, of course.
I love what I'm doing right now. The game
Yeah,
shop is great. I would drop
yeah,
it in a second if I got.
sure. I don't, I enjoy working on houses. I like
Yeah,
making old things new again. I enjoy making music. I love writing songs. The second there's a script in front of me, it's like everything else has just never happened and never will again, you know?
yeah, yeah. I've got uh, yeah. There was who was it? Oh my God, this is gonna kill me. And he's gonna watch it, and then he's gonna let me know, hey, I'm the one who said that. There were, it was a couple back in the day, and I ran into him outside Bob's Big Boy by your house.
It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And and uh and he was like, "Hey, I was talking to the wife the other day, and we were talking about people who would still be in this business if it wasn't for the fame and fortune. And your name came up." And he was like, "I hope that isn't offensive." And I said, "Of course not. It's true. I am absolutely in this for the work. I am clearly not in it to be famous because I have not done the things required.
You haven't done any of the things.
I
Yeah.
haven't done any of the things that are required.
Neither had I. You know, it does make life easier when you have that fame and fortune thing happening. Then you can just focus on having fun doing the work.
Yeah.
But then you also have to have that.
It's kind of a job
weight.
in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I know several people who have that, and they're not happy. You know what I mean? Like, they're happy, but there's also like this weight that's just that they got to carry around. And so I don't know if envy's the right word to have for that.
Well, the dream situation is I want to be a character actor forever, and I want to be the one that people walk by and go, "You're that guy.
You're that guy from that one thing." Gene Walande. Gene Walande is a friend of mine. He's been in everything. He got his SAG card in RoboCop, the original. He said he's the guy who said, "What the hell is that thing?" That's been his life. Just jumping from really great movie to really great movie, working with those famous actors.
Yeah.
In scenes with them, progressing the story along, having fun and memorable scenes, and he could still go shop for groceries. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I can't quite put my finger on it. I know you from somewhere.
Right.
What high school did you go to?
The best thing I ever did was grow the beard to get my anonymity back.
Yeah. I did that for a while. I had the beard.
Yeah, but there are all kinds of pictures.
Then I shaved it and realized I didn't need it.
Yeah. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're seeing this on YouTube. If you are listening to us on your favorite podcast platform, it is always helpful if you write a review. If you've got any questions, you can check out the show notes and the doobly-doo down below. I will include any links to anything that's important. Ideally, there's a Patreon link for you to join there. You'll get special things that are described on the Patreon page.
Push all the buttons.
Yet. Exactly. And I imagine merch is on its way, if it's
Sweet.
not there already.
I want a t-shirt.
Yeah, I do too.
Just as long as it doesn't have my face on it.
Shit.
I don't want shit on it either.
All right. We will see you all next time. If you've got questions, comments, or thoughts, remember, there's no separate social media for this show. You just hit up me or Nate on the Instagrammies or... God, are you anywhere else? I don't think I'm anywhere else. I ignore Facebook. Just don't even bother. I know I'm there, technically, but I ignore it. I'm not there. So Instagrammies, that's where you're at.
Yeah.
We're
my
just doing Instagram.
My Instagram feeds to my Facebook, so I haven't looked at Facebook in years.
Yeah.
Just Instagram.
Look us up on the Instagrammies. And we have legitimate things elsewhere. We do not check them. Instagram is it. That's it. We're old. We're not going to be hip with the kids. I'm not on the Snappy Chats. I'm not on the Tickety Talks. I'm not on the what's the newest thing? There's got to be a new thing, right?
I'm sure there is.
Before we close out really fast, I just found out that Bumble has a social media app now that isn't for dating. It's like a social platform.
That just means people weren't getting laid.
I mean, right?
They had to sidestep it.
I think they want to collect the information to actually make money because I don't think you're allowed to.
Is that the only way to do it?
Okay. I
I
don't know. I could be making things up. Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next time.
Hey, folks, we're doing this organically, so please share.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in supporting us financially, you can go to the Patreon. We've got some great options there, and you'll get early access, ad-free access. And when when the tickets and merch come out, that's when it's really going to be powerful. If you want to follow us on other social medias, our Instagrams are down below because all other social media fails. We'll see you next time.